there was a lot of sadness about my past life and, adolescence and my father and all of those things. It just made me very, very, very sad. You don't get to do things that other children get to do. The simple things that they so much take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Having friends and slumber parties and buddies and just hanging out. There was none of that for me. I didn't have any friends when I was little. My brothers were my friends. Especially now, I come to realize, and then I would do my schooling, which was 3 hours with a tutor. Then
Mm-hmm.
right after that, I'd go to the recording studio and record, and I'd record for hours and hours till it was time to go to sleep. So it'd be nighttime. And I remember going to the recording studio. There was a park across the street, and I'd see all the children playing, and they'd be rooting and making noise, and I would cry. It'd make me sad that I would have to go and work instead. I love show business,
Mm-hmm.
and I still love show business, but then there are times you want to play and have some fun, and that part did make me sad. I remember one time we were getting ready to go to South America, and everybody was packed up in the cars, ready to leave and go, and the plane was about to, and I hid, and I was crying while I was hiding because I really did not want to go. I wanted to play. I did not want to go.
When I was really little, 11 and 12, I was under contract with Motown, and I would have to go to the recording studio. I had to go and make these albums because the summer tour was right around the corner, and right across the street from the recording studio was a ballpark, and I could hear the kids, the roar of the crowd and playing and catching ball and having fun and playing tennis. And some of those times I so passionately wanted to just go over there and just play a little bit.
I think every child star suffers through this period because you're not the cute and charming child that you were, and you start to grow. And they want to keep you young forever and little forever.
Who's they?
The public.
Mm-hmm.
And, nature takes its course.
Mm-hmm.
And
it does.
And I had pimples so badly, and it made me so shy. I used to not look at myself. I'd wash my face in the dark. I wouldn't want to look in the mirror. I cried every day because of it.
Your father would tease you about your
Yes,
pimples?
he would tell me I'm ugly.
Your father would say
Yes,
that?
he would. Sorry, Joseph.
Yeah. Did he ever beat you?
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
And that was difficult to take, getting
Yes.
beaten and going on stage and performing.
Yes.
And why would he beat you?
Because he saw me, he wanted me to, I guess maybe, I don't know if I was his golden child or whatever it was. Some may call it a strict disciplinarian or whatever, but he was very strict, very hard, very stern.
Mm-hmm.
And just a look would scare you, and
Were you scared of him?
very frightened. There's been times when he'd come to see me and I would get sick.
Really?
I'd start to regurgitate.
As a child or as an adult?
Both.
Both.
He's never heard me say this. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me. Am I angry with him? Sometimes I do get angry, yes. I don't know him the way I'd like to know him. My mother's wonderful, but I do love him.
Yes, I understand.
And I am forgiving. Well, on stage for me was home.
Mm-hmm.
I was most comfortable, and still most comfortable, on stage. But once I got off stage, I was very sad.
Really?
Yes. Having to face with popularity and all of that. There were times when I had great times with my brothers, pillow fights and things, but I used to always cry from loneliness.
You did?
Yes.
Beginning at what age?
Oh, very little. 8, 9.
When you all first became famous?
Yes.
I used to be very lonely, painful lonely. You have no idea. I used to walk the streets looking for people to talk to. When do I feel lonely? I can be, usually in hotels when there's thousands of friends chanting, you're out in the street, using sleeping bags, and they're chanting how much they love you and everything, and you can't get out, you feel trapped inside, and you just cry, you feel lonely, And there's all that love out there, but still you really do feel trapped and lonely, that you can't get out. Peter Pan, to me, represents something that's very special in my heart. You know, it represents youth, childhood, never growing up, magic, flying. Peter Pan in my heart.